Then my fate was wrote, perfect blade slit my throat and be lost, released into the air. When I awoke, you were standing there.
Please be seated. Welcome, friends, family, and honored guests. My name is Robert Chaffee, and I'm very grateful to be here today for Laura and Keith as they embark upon the wonderful journey that is marriage. Before we get started, they would like to thank all of their friends and family for supporting them in all that they have done and for being here today. Now, when I first meet with a couple, I like to talk to them about how they met to get a feel for who they really are. I like them to remember their journey to this point. It's nice to hear the inspiration for their love story. After all, it's gathered us all here together today. Laura and Keith had known each other since high school, hanging out with the same group of friends at parties, punk shows, and the like. However, even though they had the same group of friends and went to the same parties and shows, they were never really that close. This lack of closeness all changed sometime after high school. They had both recently ended their previous relationships and sought solace in a good friend, and there was no one better to help you have a good time than their friend Steph. For a few consecutive weekends, they both seemed to end up at Steph's place looking to get out and socialize. Though already acquainted, this perfect storm of ended relationships and alcohol-fueled weekends allowed them to connect and to get close to one another. Soon after, they found themselves spending a lot of time together quite naturally, and not just at Steph's house on the weekend. These early days included many B-rated horror films, some which involved sheep driving across Australia in jeeps. Cooperate. They seemed to help each other heal, and in the process discovered how much they meant to each other, and that the relationship they had cultivated was more serious than either had anticipated. This, my friends, was the real deal. For Keith, the thing he appreciates most about Laura is her intelligence. This quality makes her funny, insightful, and thought-provoking. She understands his sense of humor, and making her smile and laugh warms his heart and gives him purpose. Since he is aware that he can sometimes act like a man-sized child, this is probably a good thing. Laura is also kind and filled with empathy, something that he admires quite deeply. By far, the thing he appreciates most about Laura is her ability to debate and her resolve to stand her ground. Laura is never afraid to challenge his views and opinions in a stimulating manner, and for this, he has great respect. She is strong, independent, and capable, and he feels he would be truly lost without her. Laura appreciates Keith's patience, and that he is a caring and understanding person. She has never once doubted his affection towards her, and she has always felt she can truly be herself when he is around. He is so considerate and is the best person to confide in when she's feeling down or when she needs a good laugh. He is her best friend, and she feels so lucky to have him in her life and cannot wait to grow into one of those old couples who holds hands in the grocery store. Laura feels that any of life's challenges she would face will not seem as bad as long as she has Keith standing beside her. The two of them can and will accomplish anything together. Laura and Keith love doing laundry together. It is one of their favorite pastimes. Just kidding, they both loathe laundry. In all honesty, though, their favorite thing to do is to just act goofy and to make each other laugh. One of their newest hobbies is exploring the world of agriculture in their very own backyard garden. Whether they are shopping, hiking, watching movies, or driving down the highway, when they are together, they feel comfortable, safe, and happy. So they would enjoy doing just about anything together, except laundry. No one enjoys that. It's an absolutely horrible experience. Keith and Laura feel they bring out the best in each other, and they are excited for whatever experience the future holds, as long as they are living together. The key to Laura and Keith's relationship is that they love to be together. Of all the people in the world, they found each other. They are soulmates. And Robert Fulham says this about love: we are all a little weird, and life is a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall into a mutually satisfying weirdness and call it love, true love. Now, we're all here to celebrate love. Love organizes our large and sometimes unpredictable world. It is that which enshrines and ennobles our human experience. It is the basis for the peace of the family and the peace of the peoples of the earth. The greatest gift bestowed upon humans is the gift of love freely given between two persons. With that, I would like to read an excerpt from The Bridge Across Forever by Richard Bach. A soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys, and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out, and we can be completely and honestly who we are. We can be loved for who we are, and not for who we're pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. No matter what else goes wrong around us, with that one person we're safe in our own paradise. Our soulmate is someone who shares our deepest longings, our sense of direction. When we're two balloons and together our direction is up, chances are we have found our soulmate. Now I'd like to share the words of author Mary Oliver in Coming Home, who I believe has captured in words the essence of love and of love's commitment. I hope you will keep these words in your heart and refer to them again. When we are driving in the dark on the long road to Provincetown, which lies empty for miles when we're weary, when the buildings and the scrub pines lose their familiar look, I imagine us rising from the speeding car. I imagine us seeing everything from another place, the top of one of those pale dunes, or the deep and nameless fields of the sea. And what we see is the world that cannot cherish us, but which we cherish, and what we see is our life, moving like that, along dark edges of everything, the headlights, like lanterns sweeping the blackness, believing in 1,000 fragile and unprovable things, looking out for sorrow, slowing down